Chapter 5. In the past, suddenly I felt a soft hand on my shoulder. I turned, my eyes still wet with tears. "Come in, my daughter," an old female demon, old woman, said, her voice gentle. "Please sit and have some tea." I stepped further into the shop and sat at a small table. The old woman brought me a cup of tea, and I took a sip, the warmth spreading through my body. "What's your name, child?" she asked. "Golime," I replied, my voice quiet. "A lovely name," the old woman said, smiling. "What a shame that the others don't see the beauty within you." The old female demon took my hand in hers, her touch soft and comforting. "I know it seems dark now, my dear, but you must not give up," she said, her voice full of wisdom. "There is a light within you, and it cannot be extinguished by those who do not understand. Hold fast to your real you, for your real you will see you through the darkest of times. There is a better world beyond the shadows. Do not give up on that world, for it is waiting for you." I looked up at her, my eyes filling with tears. "I can see that you came here to buy apples," the old woman said, her smile growing wider, "and I would be willing to sell them to you. How many would you like?" I thought for a moment to remember how many my mum sent me, then said, 5, please." The old woman nodded and began to carefully selecting 5 apples, each one shiny and red. She placed them in a small bag, tying it closed with a piece of string. Then she handed the bag to me, her hand warm against mine. "Thank you," I said, my voice soft as I handed her dairy money. As I walked home, I could feel the stares of the other people in the market, their eyes full of malice and hatred. I quickened my pace, trying to escape their gaze, but it followed me like a shadow. Finally, I reached my home and stepped inside, closing the door behind me. I leaned against it, my heart pounding. I delivered the message to my mom, and she was like, "You are sad and you cried. It is obvious I should have not sent you to the market, but still I want you to try and make friends and see the open world. I am sorry," she said sadly, and I smiled sadly at her. The following year was the year. I know I am nothing but a misfortune demon. Victoria point of view. I stood before the towering gates of the palace, and my heart was pounding in my chest. I'd been summoned by the Dark King himself, and I knew not what to expect. The great iron doors creaked open, and I was taken to Lucifer Quarter. The door cracked open after the announcement, revealing a shadowy figure standing in the shadows beyond. "Victoria," the figure said, his voice like the rumble of thunder. As the figure emerged from the shadows, I gasped. It was none other than Lucelf, his dark robes flowing around him like a cloak of night. He smiled, revealing his sharp teeth, and I felt a chill run down my spine. "Why have you summoned me, my king?" I asked, my voice trembling, and he remained silent. "You are very beautiful," he suddenly said. "Thank you," I replied. As I stood before their king, he reached out a hand towards me. "Come, my dear," he said, his voice like honey. "I wish to make you my queen, and to shower you with riches and power beyond your wildest dreams." I stepped back, my heart racing. "I cannot," I said, my voice shaking. "I am not worthy of such an honor. I am but a simple demon, and I have no desire for riches or power." The Dark Lord's eyes narrowed, and his smile disappeared. "Do not deny me because you are one of the most powerful demons, my dear," Lucifer said, his voice as cold as ice. "I have chosen you, and you will not refuse me." I looked up at him, my resolve wavering. "But I am married," I said, my voice barely above whisper. "I love my husband, and I would never betray him." Lucifer's eyes flashed with anger, and his voice grew harsh. "Your husband is nothing," he spat. "I am sorry," I said, knowing I am in front of the king all over hell. If he wants me dead now, I will be, even if he chooses not to do it himself. He literally has control over every nook and cranny of hell. Damn me, if I said he can't kill me now in an instant, he wields the most powerful power in the paranormal world. He is on another whole different level, even for the best demon in hell. He is a bloody dark Tana sage. The name everyone will tremble, even with great power in earth and under heaven, when they hear it. "You are deluded if you think he can give you the things I can offer," the Dark King continued, his eyes blazing with fury. "He is a weak demon, while I am all-powerful and on another whole different level," he continued. "You know that, and I can give you everything you want. But if you choose him over me, you will regret it." I felt a wave of fear wash over me, but I stood firm. "I cannot leave my husband," I said, my voice stronger now. "Yes, you are handsome and all-powerful, and he is weak and not as handsome as you, but I love him with all my heart, and I would not betray him for anything." Lucifer stood there, his eyes blazing with rage. The devil looked at me, his features twisted with fury. "You would deny me even after all I have offered you?" He hissed. "You are a fool, and you will come to regret your choice." I took a deep breath, trying to steady my nerves. "I am sorry, Sewaraye," I said, "but I must stand by my decision. My husband means more to me than anything else in the world." Sewaraye means Your Majesty. The devil's eyes narrowed and his lips curled into a snarl. "So be it," the devil said, his voice low and dangerous. "But know this, your choice will bring you nothing but misery and regret. You will live to regret the day you spurned my offer and your husband." He trailed off. I stood there, my heart pounding, but I did not waver. "I am sorry, my king," I said again, "but I must remain true to my heart. I cannot betray my husband for your sake." The devil stared at me, his eyes smoldering with rage. "Go then," the devil said, his voice like thunder. "But know that I will not forget this slight, and you will pay the price for your disobedience." My fear, high, creeping into my soul. "I am sorry," I said, my voice gently. With that, I turned and walked away from the devil, my head held high. As I left, I could feel his eyes burning into my back, but I did not look back. I knew that I had made the right choice, no matter what the cost. "Astaroth," the devil called, the air filled with a crackling energy, and a figure materialized before him. He was tall and imposing, his features hidden beneath a helm of black iron. "You have been summoned to carry out my will," the devil said. "Arrest Victoria, this full red, and bring her to me. She has defied me, and she must pay the price." "It shall be done," Sewaraye, Astaroth replied, his voice deep and resonant. "I shall not fail you." With that, he vanished, leaving only the devil standing alone in the dark. Story, written by King Jaewon, protected under the Copyright Act 2025. Reproduction or adaptation without permission is prohibited. Kindly make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next chapter.